Welcome to KeepItReal Studios, the only channel on YouTube that keeps it real. UFC 315 is officially a thing of the past, and at first glance, this card didn't seem that exciting, but man, this card truly delivered. It was full of amazing performances, crazy bangers, and just overall a main event that we'll never forget. The first fight on the card was Benoit Saint-Denis vs KeepITReal. BSD wasted no time when the fight started. He was chopping the legs of Kyle and had an amazing, beautiful takedown. Round 1 was just pure control from BSD, and he stayed on Kyle's back and was working an early submission. When we got to round 2, both fighters were swinging heavily, but BSD just put in a little bit more technique behind his punches. He mixed it with beautiful knees and pushed Kyle up against the fence and eventually dragged him down and got an amazing, beautiful arm triangle submission. This was a tremendous win for Benoit Saint-Denis, and it's good to see him back in the winning column. The next fight on the card was Alexa Grasso vs Natalia Silva. Round 1 was all Silva. She was landing beautiful combos, sharp hooks, and just nasty spinning kicks. She even landed a beautiful side kick that stunned Grasso. Round 2 was a little bit similar to round 1. Silva was slick, constantly moving side to side, landing a lot of left hooks, and her head kicks just kept stuffing Grasso's pressure. When round 3 came in, it was just pure dominance from Silva. She stuffed every single takedown that came her way and kept piecing up Alexa Grasso with some nice check left hooks. Grasso tried to press forward, but Natalia Silva was just stopping it. She was too slick, her movements, her kickboxing, and just her mixing it up overall. What a beautiful performance by Natalia Silva. Definitely a true contender in that division. The next fight up on the card was Jose Aldo vs Alaman Zabaya. Aldo started off strong, tagging Zabaya with clean shots, showing off his legendary speed and footwork. But Zabaya adjusted mid-fight and he found his way in the pocket. He pushed Aldo up against the fence and started to make it ugly. Round 2 was relatively similar to round 1, but was a bit more closer this time. Zabaya was pushing the pace and Aldo was still landing a lot of jabs and slipping a lot of shots. He had amazing head movement throughout this whole fight. Round 3 is when things got really chaotic. Aldo rocked Zabaya with a knee and he landed a huge head kick, and it almost looked like Zabaya was going to get finished, but somehow he survived. Then he also flipped the script on Aldo. He had so much pressure on Aldo and took him down and just landed nasty ground and pounds. It was so obvious that Aldo was already spent from using all his energy trying to finish him. Eventually, Zabaya got a win. This fight was a little bit controversial because Aldo was overweight in this fight. He was 8 pounds over, and a lot of fans still thought Aldo won the fight. It was a very close and amazing war. Overall, Aldo did retire, truly one of the greatest fighters we've seen ever, and his legacy will forever be remembered. The co-main event was Valentina Shevchenko vs Manon Fiorot. Round 1 was clearly Valentina. She landed the clean hooks and busted up her nose and dominated her on the ground after a takedown. Round 2 and on, it got a little bit more competitive. Manon found a rhythm, started stuffing takedowns, and even took Valentina down herself. Round 3 to 5 were close. Manon showed her strengths. She was just out clinching and constantly pressing Valentina up against the cage and was just landing brutal knees. Valentina definitely had her moments, like landing spinning back fists and also just landing a lot of spinning kicks to the body. Even in round 4, she did get a knockdown at the end, but Manon's pressure and control were still undeniable as the fight went on. But somehow, the bullet Valentina Shevchenko still put off the win, reminding everyone why she's one of the best to ever do it. Truly an amazing performance from both fighters. Now, on to the long-anticipated main event. We had Belal Muhammad vs JackDellaMaddalena for the welterweight championship of the world. At first glance, a lot of people might not see this fight as competitive or even something to watch, but these two men put their hearts on the line on that night. Round 1 was just a clean striking battle. Lots of feints, legs, kicks, and just crisp boxing. Belal started to mix it up and ended up turning up the volume late in round 1. The next round were razor close. JDM showing tremendous elite takedown defense. Belal was just having amazing constant pressure towards JDM. But by round 4, Belal's pressure started to break Jack. Jack was starting to back up more and Belal's clinching up against the fence and both just landing counters in the pockets at the fence truly helped Belal get his momentum going. But when round 5 came, that's when the war truly got worse. Belal kept pushing the face forward and landed a big takedown. But JDM somehow got up and landed clean shots, jabs, and started overwhelming Belal. He definitely hurt Belal late towards the end of the round, but Belal was showing that championship heart and kept going forward. Both guys were just in the middle swinging for their lives, showing great championship hearts, and they both proved why they're one of the top best fighters in the welterweight division. Truly a masterclass from both performances. When the dust settled, JDM was crowned the new welterweight champion of the world. JDM truly proved that he was more than just a hype. This was truly an amazing performance from both fighters, and overall I feel like this fight just truly shook up the UFC and what's to come in the near future. Overall, just an amazing fight from both competitors. Overall, UFC 315 was an amazing card. Personally, I wasn't even expecting it to deliver, but it superseded my expectations. UFC 315 is truly a card to remember, and I'm very grateful to have just witnessed it. Overall, if I had to give this card a rating, I would definitely give it a 7.5. I feel like some fights were a little bit controversial. It did seem like it could have gone to the other person or even been a draw, but relatively I'll still say very entertaining. 7 for 5 or maybe even an 8. It was still a very solid card. Overall, very enjoyable. I feel like it surprised every single one in the audience. We got to see a lot of amazing performances, a lot of amazing finishes. We got to see heartfelt retirements, and we just got to see a new champion. That's a card that could truly deliver on all counts and just give fans what they truly want. But overall, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Just comment down below some of your thoughts on UFC 315. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What surprised you about that card? But thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to keep it real.